Okay, Crossroad Qs, we're going to drop a little bit of fire on you here going into the weekend. This is our official deal of the week. You need to jump on this bad boy. Somebody needs to just say, Eddie P, I do. Remember how you fell in love with your spouse? It was love at first sight. Somebody said, I do. That's what you need to do if you want to get this cue right here. Douglas Moore, all ebony with some electric blue veneers and boxes, or some would say windows. Doug actually used 3 different colors of blue in this cue, but I'm just calling it straight electric because that's what it looks like. Nothing sexier than an all ebony cue. Ebony into ebony. Man, Doug just keeps getting better and better and better. Doug's always been a good cue maker, but man, I'm telling you what, he's getting so good that it's scary. For those of you that follow our business, you know that we have the privilege of being Doug's exclusive online dealer here at Crossroad Cues. Doug, just like many of the cue makers that we deal with, would not have a problem selling his cues on his own, but Doug has chosen to give us the privilege of selling his cues so that he can stay busy in his shop making these beautiful creations. And man, he just keeps getting better and better and better and better. So what you have here, this is an all ebony 4-point, just laser straight points. And you have 3 different types of blue here in the veneers. You have electric blue, ocean blue, and indigo blue. And then the inside is natural. So you have multiple veneer colors, and they look really super duper duper sexy with that jet black ebony. That's Gaboon ebony. That's the good stuff on the forearm there. That's the best ebony you can get. Of course, I like Macassar as well. Nothing wrong with Macassar. It's all preference. I like the stuff that just has that beautiful black. And admittedly, when you look up really close, you can see a little bit of the brown streaks in it. But I say jet black because when you step back away from it, it's got that nice black ebony look to it. So 4 points. You have a nice design inlay in each point. Juma joint. This cue is cored with maple, by the way. Does that for the consistency of the hit, the weight control, the stability, the balance, and a number of other reasons. Another reason why they core cues is to get rid of the moisture, okay, or eliminate moisture, I should say, on the interior of the cue. So for instance, if you were not coring, not saying that if you don't core that the cue is going to be wet inside, but when they do core, they can prevent any type of moisture or eliminate that by using, again, a core. In this case is maple. The butt of this cue is 15.3, so it's a really nice, even balanced cue with just a little bit of forward balance. So there you go right there. There's your balance point. 15.3 is a great weight. I like my cues in that low to mid 15s. Good thing is that if you wanted to add weight to this, you could easily have a weight bolt put in and take it up to 16 or even above if you want to. Nice texturized leather wrap separates the front and back of the cue. Radial pin. His joints are going to be the type of joint with the type of radial, that he uses. If you wanted to put a Revo on there or your low deflection shafts, that's going to be a standard radial pin. Although when I get into the shaft over here, I don't think you're going to want to use anything else. Now take a peek at this. You also have 4 matching ebony windows, or you can call them boxes, that are veneered with the matching colors. That is what I like the best about this cue. See how everything lines up nice and straight? That's great craftsmanship right there. You've got inlays that are the design inlays. I guess you can call those starburst perhaps, but in any event, you've got design inlays that mirror the front of the cue in between each window. And then Doug has his white and black diamond inlays at all positions, diamond inlay rings. So if you count the shafts, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 position white diamond inlay work white diamond inlay ring work, I should say, at 5 positions. Check out this color as I spin this on the table here. Take a look at that. You can see there's no variation at that joint at all. That Q is just laser straight. There's just something so sexy about an all ebony Q. And if you guys look at the price that I've got this priced at right now, it would take 3, 4, and even 5,000 plus from some Q makers to get the type of quality, craftsmanship, and just the work in general that you're getting in this Q, especially an all ebony Q. I've said it before, Doug's work, your money goes a long way with the Douglas Moore Q. He always wants his Qs, he has always wanted them to stay affordable so that the players and the collectors alike can enjoy his Qs because they are built to play. Doug's a very good player and he tests every single Q. This Q's a brand new Q with test hits only on both shafts, by the way. So you've got some chalk on both shafts. I don't know about you, but I like to test drive a car before I buy one to make sure that I'm comfortable with the way that it drives. Qs are the same way. You want to make sure that the hit is good. You want to make sure that the sound is good. So Doug always tests out every single Q. You have a nice medium roasted Kielwood. Now here's one of my favorite things that Doug does in the shop. Each one of these Kielwood shafts are 100% made in the shop. He doesn't buy these off of blanks. There's nothing wrong with Q makers that do that. I play with some Kielwood shafts that are made by Q makers that will buy a really good quality Kielwood and then they build it out. Doug has a process that he goes through and he does all of it internally in the shop. You've got a Tomahawk ferrule, again matching ring work, and this is an Evolution Kielwood shaft. There is a little secret sauce that he does on the front end of these shafts. He lowers the weight of the front of the shaft. That way it's lower deflection. The Kielwood on this is 3.7 ounce. That is a 12.75. The maple shaft is a the Kielwood is a 3.7 ounce, 12.75, and the maple shaft is a nice 4 ounce, 12.9. So you got a 12.9 and a 12.75. If any of you are watching and you prefer a smaller shaft, you can always have these tapered down. It's impossible to go up, but of course you can go down. So there you go, all ebony and what I like to call electric blue Douglas Moore custom Q, available right now at crossroadqs.com. I do not expect this Q to last very long, so if you see this video or you see my ad on this Q, do me a favor, shoot me a text message. You can email us through the website or you can contact me by phone just to make sure that it's still available. It is priced to sell fast. Online special, deal of the week at crossroadqs.com.